This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
It's 4:27 here on our Tuesday morning. Thanks for starting your day with us on Good Morning Indiana. I'm Lauren Casey.
And I'm Meredith Barrick. We have a boil advisory for anyone who lives in Noblesville or Fishers this morning. This after an issue at a water treatment plant.
Yeah, they're having some water pressure issues in that area. And so they're asking that you boil your water before you drink it or use it for anything like that. You can shower, bathe, and that is okay. But again, that is impacting people up in Hamilton County, Hughes, the American Water customers there. So we'll be continuing to keep you updated on that situation. Obviously, public service announcement that everyone needs to know.
Yes, and the Hamilton County Humane Society is asking for people to bring gallon jugs of water to their shelter because obviously with more than 300 animals being there at the facility, they do not have the time nor resources to be boiling all that water for those animals.
Yes, so a big ask there. So we'll keep you updated on the situation up in Hamilton County. Another story we're following for you today is in Hiring Hoosiers. We're talking about an organization locally that's helping hundreds of Hoosiers get jobs, and they have disabilities, so sometimes that can be a barrier.
It can, and there are so many Hoosiers who are able to work and they want to work, but because of that disability, they are often turned away. So Ability Indiana is helping these people find meaningful employment. We're going to tell you a little bit more about their story and how they are helping so many Hoosiers gain independence and just an overall positive life because they finally are employed.
We do want to bring in Alyssa Donovan right now and talk about our Tuesday forecast. Yesterday, no big complaints. We got some moments of sunshine.
A little bit of sunshine here and there. Today's going to be very similar. We are going to warm up a little bit throughout the day. We're going to be into the low 50s again. I know we've been seeing those warmer temperatures on and off throughout the forecast. They are back, and it is going to be a fairly nice day. We're just starting with some cloud coverage. Then we'll see some peaks of sunshine here and there throughout the day. A little bit more cloud coverage as we head into the afternoon. We are going to see light winds as well out of the south, so that's going to help usher in that warmer air throughout the day. Highs into the 50s, and then we're staying fairly warm tomorrow. We do have some rain showers moving in for your Wednesday before some colder air moves in midweek, and then we do have quite a bit more rain on the way as we head towards the weekend.
All right, Alyssa, thank you.
All right, well, another story we're following for you today is happening this evening. We're previewing Governor Eric Holcomb's State of the State address. This is the time of the year when he previews and outlines his priorities for the legislative session. It is a short session this year for 2020, so he'll be breaking down the things he wants to see lawmakers work on and also some of the accomplishments that he believes the state has reached in the past year. So we'll be talking more about what we can expect to hear from him tonight and if teacher pay will be addressed. That's all coming up on Good Morning Indiana.
This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Now at 4:30, a local school is set to discuss their controversial social media policy. Why the ACLU says it's a violation of the First Amendment.
And Indiana University is now facing a class action lawsuit over mold in its dorms. Why some are claiming IU misled students about the conditions.
Plus, a new bill aims to allow undocumented immigrants to get a driver's license. Why lawmakers say the change could benefit Indiana. 4:30 here on your Tuesday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Meredith Barrick.
And I'm Lauren Casey. Alyssa Donovan is with us early this morning to break down our forecast for our Tuesday. Alyssa, good morning.
Good morning. So not too bad to start today. I know we've had some cold mornings in January, but today is not too cold to start. We're in the mid-30s. And keep in mind, usually we're in the mid-20s this time of year. So not too bad of a start. 34 degrees right now in Indianapolis, 37 up in Muncie, 32 in Tipton. So a warmer start to a warmer day. As we head through the afternoon, we are going to see some clouds build in. What's going on right now is we do have just a little bit of cloud coverage to our south. We're going to continue to see that build in. We have a weak system that's going to move across the area today, and all that's going to do is bring us those clouds. So here we are in the morning. We have a little bit of cloud coverage, and then those clouds will increase as we head into the afternoon. Could see some peaks of sunshine here and there throughout the day, but mostly we are going to see quite a bit of cloud coverage. As we head through the day, temperatures are going to climb into the mid to low low to mid 50s rather. So it is going to be a warmer day today. Those clouds are going to increase. Those winds will be out of the south, which is helping warm us up throughout the day. Colder air is on the way midweek. I'll have those details coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Alyssa, thank you so much. Here is a look right now at traffic. This is over on the west side of town, I-465 at Sam Jones Expressway. Traffic is moving along just fine through this area. No delays to slow you down, so let's take a turn right now up to the northeast side, I-465 near Pendleton Pike. No issues here. The good news around the metro area, I'm not monitoring any crashes or delays at this time, so great news if you are heading out early.
Lauren, thank you. Today, the Northwest Hendricks School Board is expected to discuss a controversial social media policy that the ACLU calls a violation of the First Amendment. The policy says parents should not use social media to make rude or offensive comments or fuel outrage towards school staff or schools. It's been in effect since 2016. One Parent Tells Call 6 investigates. The district handed out copies of the Code of Conduct at a December board meeting. Officials say that was in response to, quote, inappropriate and disruptive behavior at the previous meeting. This comes after months of criticism from parents in the community over the handling of a sexual misconduct claim against a Tri-West high school teacher. Parents who violate the Code of Conduct can be removed from school property and banned from school grounds.
Indiana University is now facing a class action lawsuit over mold in its dorms. The legal action represents approximately 3,000 students. Class action status was granted last week. That lawsuit claims that IU knew about the mold conditions in the dorms for several years and misled students about the severity. It also claims that many students got sick and that the university encouraged doctors on the campus health center not to tell students that their symptoms could be caused by mold.
In some cases, unfortunately, some of the students became seriously ill and really suffered the loss of their first year of college.
The mold forced students to move out of their dorms in fall of 2018. Two impacted buildings, McNutt and Foster, are under renovation now because of that problem. They're expected to reopen sometime next year. Mold was also detected in nearly 24 rooms at Teeter Quad.
The president of Franklin College has been fired after facing charges for child sex crimes in Wisconsin. The college made the announcement after President Thomas Minor was arrested in Sturgeon Bay last week. Prosecutors expect to file charges of attempted child enticement and exposing a child to harmful materials. A Franklin College spokeswoman says the school fired Minor after becoming aware of an incident she describes as deeply disturbing. Minor had previously announced plans to resign at the end of this academic year.
Police are investigating after two people were found shot and killed inside of a car at a Greentown convenience store. Authorities say that a man and a woman were inside the car around 6:30 last night at Casey's General Store parking lot. Both appeared to be suffering from a gunshot wound. No one else was in the vehicle when officers arrived. Police say they do not believe there's an ongoing threat to the public, and they're still working to learn more.
The man accused of killing Dr. Kevin Rogers has agreed to plead guilty to murder and burglary. 18-year-old Devin Seats admitted to killing Rogers at his Northwest Side home in November of 2017. Seats also admitted to burglarizing 3 other homes. He faces a sentence of up to 50 years in prison. 3 other suspects in the case pleaded guilty to burglary charges. Seats is scheduled to be sentenced January 23rd.
Today, Governor Eric Holcomb will outline his agenda for 2020. The State of the State address starts at 7 p.m. Holcomb is expected to address concerns over teacher pay. We will have live coverage this evening on the news at 7, the RTV6 app and the RTV6 Facebook page, and also at the IndyChannel.com. At 4:35, a new proposal in the State House would allow undocumented immigrants to legally drive.
That's currently against the law in Indiana because proof of legal status is needed to have a license. The author of the bill says the proposal would not allow an undocumented person to vote or provide a pathway to citizenship. Representative Chris Campbell and other advocates say the change would benefit all of Indiana.
This has been proven to be good for the economy. It makes our roads safer. All of these things have been well documented, and it lowers the rate of uninsured motorists.
We deserve basic human rights, like driving in the street without the fear of being deported. And so we thank everyone that's here today, and we just urge the state to really live to its potential.
For an undocumented immigrant to be eligible for a driver's card, they would have to have a tax ID and pass both driving tests. The bill has yet to receive a hearing in the Indiana House.
Owners of an East Side grocery store are heartbroken and frustrated after finding their business broken into and ransacked. A&I Variety Meats and Produce opened last year to serve the area known as a food desert, where residents have a hard time accessing and affording food. Sunday morning, owner Robert Hurst found his store burglarized. The small business on the corner of 38th Street and Post Road now closed and lost thousands of dollars in stolen food.
Why? Why would you do this, man? You just could have came up in here. You know, just, hey, Robert, I don't have it. Okay, cool. What you need?
Well, A&I did not have security cameras, and the alarm system did not alert the police. An investigation is underway, and police say that they found shoe prints and even drops of blood inside the store. Hurst says that his insurance company will be out today to survey the damage.
The race is heating up for Democratic presidential candidates fighting for the nomination. Coming up, the accusations being made between top contenders before tonight's final debate.
And it was a battle of the Tigers for the National College Football Championship. Still ahead, highlights as LSU and Clemson faced off in that title game. Alyssa.
And we have some warmer air moving in today and tomorrow, showers tomorrow as well. And then we do have some falling temps as we head into the next couple days.
Sponsored by Citizens Energy Group.
It's 4:40. Welcome back. Here's a live look in the downtown area. I-65 near Fletcher Avenue. You can see traffic is moving along just fine through downtown on your interstate. We'll continue to keep our eyes on your roads and keep you updated on any issues.
A day after New Jersey lawmaker Cory Booker announced he's suspending his campaign, 6 Democrats will take to the debate stage in Des Moines, Iowa tonight for the final time before voting begins. ABC's Karina Mitchell has the details.
Democratic candidates Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren may agree on many things, but one thing the two apparently don't see eye to eye on is who can win the 2020 presidential election. Warren alleging the Vermont senator told her in a 2018 meeting that he didn't think a woman could win the White House. In a statement, she says, among the topics that came up was what would happen if Democrats nominated a female candidate. I thought a woman could win. He disagreed. Overnight on CNN, a Sanders senior campaign advisor denying the comment.
But clearly Bernie Sanders did not say that a woman could not win. That clearly is not what he said.
The friction between the two beginning days earlier after a separate report claiming the Sanders campaign circulated talking points that criticized Warren for being a candidate for the elite.
I was disappointed to hear that Bernie is sending his volunteers out to trash me.
Sanders not denying the report, but saying it's a view he doesn't support.
We have hundreds of employees. Elizabeth Warren has hundreds of employees, and people sometimes say things that they shouldn't.
The one thing the two do agree on is defeating Donald Trump. The president quick to lash out at another Democratic contender, billionaire Mike Bloomberg, whose political ads criticized Trump's efforts to dismantle the Affordable Care Act, tweeting, "Mini Mike Bloomberg is spending a lot of money on false advertising. I was the person who saved pre-existing conditions in your health care." Bloomberg firing back, tweeting, "Glad to see you're watching our ads. I know management isn't your strong suit, so perhaps you don't know your Justice Department supports a suit that would undermine protections for pre-existing conditions." Now, heading into what should be a lively debate tonight, a new Quinnipiac poll shows health care is a key issue for Democrats. And the same national poll shows Joe Biden leading, followed by Sanders and then Warren. Karina Mitchell, ABC News, New York.
At 4:43, for the first time in 7 years, the U.S. is $1 trillion in the hole. The federal government's budget deficit was released, saying it spent more than $1 trillion more than it took in last year. From October through December, military and health care costs caused the deficit to soar 12%. Money brought in through taxes also went up, thanks to billions of dollars in import taxes. Increases in the debt usually happen during economic downturns, but experts say the economy is growing and unemployment is at a 50-year low.
Confessed Parkland school shooter Nicholas Cruz is back in court after reportedly assaulting a corrections officer. According to the incident report, a deputy asked Cruz not to drag his sandals on the ground when Cruz attacked him. Cruz gave the officer the finger before he hit the deputy in the face and tried to take his stun gun. He is now facing assault charges. Cruz confessed to being the gunman that killed 17 people at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas School in 2018. Jury selection was scheduled for January 27th, but the judge pushed it back to this summer.
Authorities in Florida are looking for the person who set 9 vehicles on fire in a car dealership. The fire was caught on surveillance video showing a man walk up to the gate and pour gasoline on the vehicles. Minutes later, the cars burst into flames. The owners of O&D dealership in Pompano Beach say that some of the cars were brand new and others were almost ready for sale. They don't know who the suspects are or why that the suspect would attack their business. The Florida State Marshal is investigating this alleged arson case.
In Australia, hazardous smoke from the bushfires is covering the city of Melbourne. Officials say the air quality conditions dropped this morning and are being considered the worst in the world. Residents are being asked to stay indoors and close windows to prevent coughing and shortness of breath. The country is expected to get some much needed rain this week to help with the remaining fires. And we are also expecting to get more rain this week. Not what people want to hear, Alyssa, after what we experienced this past weekend.
That's right. It's not like we need it, but we do have some rain on the way. A couple chances throughout the week. We are going to see our first chance tomorrow afternoon, but the main thing that we're going to see over the next 2 days is just how warm it is. Those temperatures are warming up today. We'll be in the 50s today and tomorrow, and then we have a brief cool down coming at us midweek where we're actually going to see those temperatures back to average. That's where we should be this time of year, into the mid-30s, and then we do have more rain as we head into the weekend. We're going to see that Friday and into Saturday. Could see some wintry mix, snow mixed in there as well. Indianapolis right now, 34 degrees to start our day. Kokomo at 32, Bloomington at 34. So we are starting a bit warm today. Usually our morning lows are in the low 20s, so we are above average to start, and we're going to stay above average throughout our Tuesday. Those winds right now are out of the south, just about 5 to 10 miles per hour, so that's helping push in some of that warmer air. We're going to continue to see those winds out of the south throughout the day. And what's going on, as you can see, we do have just a little bit of cloud coverage tracking in to the southwest right now. As we head through the afternoon, we'll continue to build in that cloud coverage. So we're going to start with some sunshine this morning, and then by the noon hour, temperatures will climb into the mid-40s, and then we are going to start building a lot more cloud coverage as we head into the afternoon. Temperatures will be right around the 50s today, so it is going to be a warm day. Usually our highs are in the mid-30s. Looking ahead to tomorrow, we have a weak disturbance that's going to move through. That will bring us the potential of just some light scattered showers throughout our Wednesday. Not looking at heavy rain potential for Wednesday, just some light scattered showers. Looking at the potential of picking up maybe 1/10 of an inch of rainfall by the time that day is finished. Behind that, much colder air is going to settle in. So we are well above average today and tomorrow, and then Thursday and Friday, we have a cold front that's going to move through, taking our temperatures down back to where they should be this time of year. That's before another front moves in Friday and into Saturday. That will take our temperatures back up briefly on Saturday, also bringing us the potential of, yes, again, some more rain showers. That's going to come in Friday afternoon and into Saturday. As it moves in, we do have the potential of a wintry mix. Could see even just snow at some times on Friday. By Saturday, though, looks like that whole system will switch to just rain. And of course, we'll keep an eye on that for you as we get closer to that event. We'll keep an eye on that and let you know if there are any watches or warnings in effect. Today, starting in the 30s this morning, we'll see those clouds increase a little bit throughout the day. Highs will be into the low 50s. Tomorrow, staying warm, actually climbing a little bit, will be into the upper 50s across the area. We do have those showers moving in as well, so we are going to see some wet weather tomorrow, a little bit cooler as we head into Thursday and Friday, and then by Friday we do have that rain snow mix coming in. More rain expected on Saturday.
Alyssa, thank you. Here is a look right now at I-465. This is a little bit east of State Road 37 down on the south side. We are monitoring a little bit of road maintenance in this area. We do have a few lanes blocked there, the left lanes, as you're traveling through that spot. So just use caution out there this morning. We'll continue to keep you updated on any delays. But right now, traffic on the south side is still moving along up to speed. So let's take a look at our traffic now map and plan out your commute coming in from the east side of town. You can see here on westbound I-70 from Post Road to I-65. I-465 at the North Split. It's a 10-minute drive, no major issues to report. And then here from our INDOT traffic camera on the northeast side, I-465 and I-69, you can see it's still pretty quiet up that way. We'll continue to monitor any issues, and we'll let you know if you need to reroute this morning.
A new search tool from Google is designed to help patients and medical staff, but there's some major concerns about it. Although it could improve patient care, medical records would be stored on Google servers. Opponents of the project worry it would give the tech giant access to millions of private records. Google insists it won't use the information for advertising purposes and stresses the storage benefits of the tool.
At 4:49, Britain's Queen Elizabeth II has agreed to let Prince Harry and Meghan Markle split time between Canada and the UK. The Queen and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex met yesterday with Prince Charles and Prince William to talk about the arrangements. The summit comes after Harry and Meghan said that they wish to step back from their roles as senior members of the royal family. The monarch says they're still working out those details.
The National College Football Champions have been decided. LSU coming out on top against Clemson in the high-scoring game and remaining undefeated. The game was tied in the first quarter, but once LSU's offense got rolling, there was no stopping them. In the end, LSU overpowering Clemson with a final score of 42-25. Tigers quarterback Joe Burrow led the team to victory, throwing for 5 touchdowns and running for another. The senior from Athens, Ohio, says he hopes the title is something Louisiana will remember for a very long time.
We had great play calls, great coaching staff. I mean, this was a long time coming. This kind of speechless right now. This was fun.
This is the first national championship win for LSU since 2007.
A 6-year-old is making it his mission to help the animals affected by the Australian wildfires. After the break, how he's using art to make a difference.
The problem on Main Street impacting the street and the sidewalks, and now the state's temporary solution. That story at 6 a.m. when I join Lauren and Meredith for Good Morning, Indiana.
I'm Vinny Politan. Coming up today on Court TV, day 6 of jury selection in the first big trial of 2020. It's the Harvey Weinstein rape trial. Harvey Weinstein, who had back surgery before the trial began, making his way into court each and every day. Jury selection, Gigi Hadid, supermodel, showed up yesterday. So today, day 6, as they try to find 12 fair and impartial jurors to sit in the Harvey Weinstein case. We are live from our New York studios today on Court TV.
Vinny, thanks. Don't forget you can watch Court TV live on your mobile device by visiting CourtTV.com. We'll be right back.
Terribly exciting. That's why we do it.
Welcome back. We are monitoring some road maintenance operations going on right now down on the south side. This is a look at I-465, just a little east of the Harding Street exit, between Harding Street and the East Street exit. So what you need to know is if you're traveling westbound, the left lanes are blocked right now. They are scheduled to be closed for a little bit longer this morning, and of course we'll continue to keep you updated, but right now there are no delays.
A 6-year-old in Boston is making it his mission to help those affected by the Australian wildfires. After hearing about the fires, Owen Colley started crafting clay koalas for the cause. He gave them out for any kind of donation to help animals displaced by the fires. It started out just between family, but word got out and more donations came in. So far, they have raised $1,200. Colley is now expanding the project and is excited to share his mission with his class at school. Those are really cute.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, a man in Florida has caught one of the largest fish in the state. I mean, look at this picture. The fisherman reeled in this 350-pound Warsaw grouper with a hook and line. Biologists estimate that the giant fish is around 50 years old, which is the oldest their program has ever seen. The largest Warsaw grouper ever caught in the state was 440 pounds.
All right, ready, Alyssa?
Here we go. We're
reeling in. All right, there we go. And we've caught ourselves a pretty good forecast for the middle of January.
Today we're going to see highs into the mid-50s.
Okay.
Again, I know we keep seeing these warmer temperatures, and we're going to stay warm tomorrow as well. Today is going to be the dry day where we just see those clouds increase throughout, and then we are going to see a few showers throughout our Wednesday before cold air returns Thursday. Temperatures will start in the 20s Thursday morning. Today we're starting in the mid-30s. Thursday afternoon our highs will only be into the mid-30s. And then we do have rain and snow coming in Friday, and then rain on Saturday. Temperatures back into the low 30s for our daytime highs on Sunday.